Hello. It is the day after Halloween, which is always fun in a classroom, and kids all had a blast. It sounds like lots of candy, lots of fun. But they, a lot of people are like, oh, the day after Halloween is really hard, and it's awesome. My kids are amazing. We're having a lot of fun. I don't know about you, but do you ever, there's something you want to do, you want to make it part of your classroom, but then, you just have a really hard time of making it just, become part of your classroom or part of your routine, or you get busy, and then, that thing gets pushed to the side. That happens to me. Every year there's something that just I can't seem to get it in, and I want to have it in because it's important and I know it's good for kids, but we're struggling to get it in. This year it's quick writes. We're having a really hard time consistently doing quick writes, and I'd like to do them 2 to 3 times a week at least. But we've gone weeks where we're not even doing any quick writes, and I don't like that. I'm almost embarrassed to even say that on here. So we're going to we started today, Quick Write Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, no matter what, moving it up to the top of the priority list, we are going to make sure that we do quick writes. And a variety of ways we do those quick writes. And sometimes it's I'll put something up, a picture, or watch a video, or lots of different things, and they'll just write. They also have the option to just write about something totally different if they'd like. Often they go with the prompt or video or picture that I will share. And today, we took one from the Creativity Project, a book that I helped create with a bunch of my friends. And we took Liesel Shurtliff's prompt. Each author submitted 2 prompts. And this is her extra prompt that's in the back of the book. And the writing was out of this world. Out of this world. In 10 minutes, my kids created some of the most magical pieces of writing that I have ever seen in a quick write. It was awesome. It was so much fun, and they were so excited, and we had to go straight to gym after that, and it took 10 minutes for me to get 100 yards because they kept wanting to share, and then the kids would get into gym, and other kids would find a way to stay back and share with me theirs. Some had brought their notebooks down to share. Some had memorized theirs. My kids are pretty awesome. So definitely need to make sure we're doing quick writes every Wednesday. I love the creative juices that gets flowing. I love watching them explore. I love watching them try new things. It was really interesting to see some of the things we've been working on in writing lessons appear in these quick writes. So quick writes, definitely need to do them more. Don't want to just do them on Wednesdays, but I want to make sure that every Wednesday, no matter what, quick write Wednesdays. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Sitting here with my good friend Miss Culver. How are you doing, Miss Culver?
I'm doing great. We had 110 trick-or-treaters at my house last night, and I handed out books.
She hands out real books. I was just talking with our physical education teacher, Mr. Wiley, whose mother-in-law, I think, lives in your neighborhood.
Oh, does she? Okay.
I think so. So they were trick-or-treating, and he was like, did you know Miss Culver gives out books, real books for Halloween? I'm like, I did know that, and he has twin daughters in my class, and they were both so excited to get a book.
I know, and I didn't even recognize them either. They go, see you on Monday, and I'm going, who are they?
Yeah, because of their makeup.
Oh, their costumes were wonderful.
And one was reading the book she got from her house today in class.
That's great.
What more can you ask for?
You can't. And the kids were so excited. One little boy ran across my lawn, and he goes, I got a book!
Oh, that's fun. And we trick-or-treated in a new neighborhood that we live in now.
Yeah.
And multiple Parma kids. They're like, Mr. Sharp, Mr. Sharp. I'm like, I have no idea who you are. Get out of my class. Number 2, you have a mask on. Number 3, I'm just going to pretend like I know you. So it was really fun.
Yeah.
But it is November now.
It
which
is
National Picture Book
Month,
Month, which is really exciting.
It is.
And it's also the day that Mr. Shu and I release our mock Caldecott.
I saw that this morning. I was so excited to see, what titles the 2 of you selected. And what I was doing is I was toggling back and forth between your list and what I have picked out on my blog. So you have a couple that I don't have, but I was thinking about them.
Yeah.
It's so hard to narrow it down. And
so many great books this year.
And it makes you think about how hard it is for the committee too, how hard it would be to narrow it down and focus on the criteria. And
and I saw that Travis's list came out today. Did you see that yet?
No, I haven't seen Travis's list.
And what you did was that's exactly what I did. I instantly compared the list to see
Yes.
which books we had on, and he had some books on that I just haven't read yet. So I'm excited to.
Oh, I have to go. I'm going to go right home
to
and
get
lunch.
to that list, and especially it's fun to see Travis's because he was a committee member.
Yes, and he has a different perspective than we do because he's actually served on the committee.
Yeah.
But some books, the art is so beautiful and they really deserve to be considered. And I believe we are truly living in what they've said is like the golden age of picture books. I mean, it just gets better and better and better. And some of them, you finish them and you're just like, wow. There's just that wow factor there. They just really, the combination of the art and the text just goes straight into your heart. And that's a book that will endure forever. And I think I don't know if that's in the criteria or not, but I mean, to me, that's what makes books Caldecott worthy. If they will be good, not just now, but,
And
decades.
some of them have stood the test of time.
Yes,
Where the
have.
Wild Things Are.
I know.
Yeah.
They have.
It's been real fun. So what is one of the books this year
That you guys picked?
that you're just thinking of that you want to make sure that no one misses? Maybe it's not after the fall, because pretty much everyone is going to read Dan Santat's after the fall.
Right.
They need to. They should.
Right.
But what's one book that maybe it's not, that might be under the radar? Maybe a lot of people have read it, but maybe there's some people, you just want to make sure that people don't miss it. What's one book?
That's not on my current.
It can be on a list. It could be not
Okay.
on a list.
Oh
Just
my gosh.
What's one of the books that you want
All right,
to
I
make
haven't
sure?
blogged about this book yet, and I've only read it once. It's called Flashlight. And it's just great the way the book has been done because, you see one thing in the flashlight like reality, but what the kids are imagining is on the outside of it. It is brilliant.
And who is that by?
I can't remember. I know this is just awful.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember who the publisher is too. But that was one that I read it and I go, wow, this is so clever. And I immediately started comparing it with the other book that was about a flashlight, where they shined it. I read it to your kids last year. Lizzie Boyd,
Yeah.
her book. But this is completely different. And then one that I believe you had it on your list, and I have it on mine too that I recently read. I just don't want people to miss Windows either.
Yeah.
Julie Denos and E.B. Goodall is the illustrator. This is her first picture book. So
I'm really curious to see if there's a surprise when they announce.
there always is
like
a
if
surprise.
there's one that we're all like, what? And maybe that like a lot of us haven't read, or maybe
I know.
one that we didn't think of in this way. Because like for example, for me, and I loved Creepy Carrots. I loved Creepy Carrots
Right.
by Aaron Reynolds,
Right.
illustrated by Peter Brown. I thought it was phenomenal, but I just didn't expect it to be a Caldecott honor. And looking back now, it's easy to see why, but it just wasn't on my radar that year to be named by the committee. So I'm really excited to see come early February or late January. I think it's early February.
It's February this year.
I'm excited to see what.
And the other thing I've been doing besides, comparing the mock Caldecott lists that I've been going to Calling Caldecott too. That is a wonderful discussion that's going on, and they do a book, one book at a time, and then they talk about it. So I've been comparing that list with mine too, and there are some titles there that I have not read.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my hands on all these books that people are putting out for mock
It's going to
Caldecott.
be fun. It'll come fast.
It will come fast, and it's always so exciting. And there are so many books that might not get an honor or the actual gold medal that are worthy. We're very, very fortunate right now.
I can't wait to see what wins.
I can't.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting!
It is. Thank you, Mr. Sharp.
Thank you. Crooked. Much better. I don't know about you, but a lot of times we get to like this point of the school year, it's November, we've been in it a while, and I start to freak out about things that I haven't done yet. And today there were two of those things that I hadn't done yet, and I've thought about probably at least 30, 35, 40, 7,000 times since the school year started, but I just keep not getting them done. And then the one thing we talked about earlier was the quick writes. We were doing quick writes a ton at the beginning of the year, but we've kind of not been doing them as much as I'd like lately. So Quick Write Wednesdays, marking it down, line in the sand. We will be doing quick writes every Wednesday the rest of the year. A lot more than just that Wednesday, but that is like, we need to make sure we do those. It went great with those in the afternoon as well. The Caldecott was way sillier in the afternoon, but it was really fun. And the other thing is talk partners. I always have my students have talk partners. A person that when we come to the carpet to talk, or I need them to partner up and talk with a buddy, that they have an assigned talk partner. There's a lot of times where they can talk with whomever they'd like, but I also like for them to have a assigned talk partner. And I've thought about that, and we've needed to have a partner, and usually so far this year, I've just had them talk with whoever they like, which is great, but there also needs to be that person, that consistent person, that person that I feel is just right for them, that they can develop a relationship with, get comfortable with, and have some really good conversations with. These partners will eventually change, but we hadn't established them, and we did that today with both classes, and I think it went really well in our talk about conflict in the books that we're reading. So excited to have talk partners, excited to have Quick Write established better in the classroom. And I just got to thinking, like, I got to stop. If there's something I want to do or something that I think that I need to do with my students, I need to just do it. Because I keep putting things off, or I keep saying, oh, I'll do it later, and then it doesn't get done, and then I get frustrated, and it causes me so much stress, and it's not good for my students. So that is something I'm going to really, really try to do moving forward the rest of this month, the rest of the school year. When I know I need to do something, just do it. Take the time, stop what I'm doing, put that into place, because it's good for kids and it's good for the class. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. I hope you are doing awesome. Have a great day. Happy reading.
Ready? I think that's